Hey everyone, today I want to go through one of the most common questions asked by new D&D players, and that is, what dice do I need? Let's take a look at each of the dice and when you would need to use them. Each of the dice in the set has a name that is simply a D followed by the number of sides. So a 6-sided die would be called a D6. A 20-sided die would be called a D20. Then you would have a prefix that indicates how many of that dice you should roll. For example, if you were asked to roll 3d6, that means you would roll 3 6-sided dice. The dice set will include 7 different dice: a d4, a d6, a d8, a d10, a d12, and a d20. The numbers on the die are arranged such that the total of the numbers on the opposite sides add up to 1 plus the number of sides. So on a d6, the 1 is opposite the 6, and the 3 is opposite the 4. For gaming systems such as Dungeons & Dragons and Pathfinder, the most common die that you're going to use is the D20. When a dungeon master asks you to roll an attack, a save, or a skill check, the D20 is the die that you're going to reach for. Sometimes you'll be asked to roll with advantage. In this case, you will roll 2 D20s and use the higher result. For disadvantage, you will take the lower result. Don't worry if you don't have 2 d20s, you can simply roll your d20 twice and use the higher or lower result as appropriate. You will also often hear about critical successes and critical failures. This refers to attack rolls where you roll a 20 or a 1 on the d20. In many systems such as D&D, rolling a 20 on the die is an automatic success regardless of what other modifiers are in play. This is often referred to as a crit. Rolling a 1 on the die is the opposite. It is an automatic failure and is sometimes called a fumble. A critical success will usually allow you to roll additional damage dice, while a critical failure may result in some negative effects for your character. The remaining dice in the set are mostly used to calculate weapon damage, spell effects, and other bonuses. The descriptions for those abilities will indicate which die to use and how many. The percentage die is probably the most confusing of all the dice. A percentage die is used to determine a result between 1 and 100. To do this, you simply roll 2 d10s. One of the dice is the tens digit, and the other is the ones digit. And if you get 2 zeros, that is a 100. You may have one d10 that is actually numbered 00 through 90. This is just to make it clear that that's for the tens digit, but any d10 will work. If you have one of those actual percentage dice, then roll it along with a regular d10, and then add the two numbers together, and that is your result. Again, all zeros indicates 100. If you do not have a percentage die, then choose 2 d10s of different colors and identify one as the tens digit and one as the ones digit. Roll both of them. The one that was designated as the tens digit, multiply that by 10, and then add the ones digit to it. And again, all zeros indicates 100. I hope this helped you better understand the dice that you'll need for playing Dungeons & Dragons. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and remember to follow me on Twitter. If you like fantasy role-playing maps, please check out my Patreon where you can get a free map and adventure module every single month. Until next time, I hope all your rolls go your way. Thank you. Take care.